This is Chamonix, a sleepy little town nestled in the foot of the French Alps with a population of 9,000 people. For 51 weeks of the year, not too much happens here, but for a week in late August, every trail ultra runner worth their salt will descend onto Chamonix for the UTMB Running Festival. UTMB stands for Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc. Since 2003, people have been coming here to take part in what is arguably the most famous race in the ultra running world. The UTMB is a 100-mile ultramarathon that literally goes all the way around Mont Blanc. There is almost 10,000 metres of climbing involved, and the cutoff is a staggering 46 hours. Over the years, a variety of races have been added to the event, ranging from 15 kilometres all the way up to 300 kilometres. It is without a doubt the pinnacle of ultra running.
Good morning! It is Tuesday the 21st of February 2023. We are less than a month away from the first big race of the year. Before we talk about that, what have I been up to? What have I been up to since the half marathon decided? Well, I took about 10 days off afterwards just to recover. And then I slowly built up the weeks again through October. Went to New York in early November to watch my wife run the New York Marathon, which was very good. Really good atmosphere there. I was just spectating for that one, although I did do a couple of runs around Central Park. Then, unfortunately, in mid-November, I contracted COVID again for the second time, and it was a bit worse this time than the first time. I was in bed for a couple of days. And then towards the end of November, it was my birthday, my 40th birthday. I jumped out of a plane 15,000 feet skydiving to celebrate my 40th birthday. Carried on building up the miles, got to Christmas, and since Christmas I have been on a new training block where I've been doing at least 60 kilometers a week, more like 70 kilometers a week. So we're in that 30 to 40, actually more like 40 to 50 mile zone, 40 to 50 miles every week since Christmas. And this training block culminates today in the longest run so far, a 6-hour timed run. The watch keeps going for 6 hours. I don't stop it, and I just keep going for as long as I can. I've got a route planned based on a rough pace of about 7 minutes per kilometre, which is between 11 and 12-minute miles. So nice and gentle, nice and easy. Just relax, enjoy it. Should get just over 50k out of this, I think. We'll see, but it's no problem if we don't. It's all on the watch for 6 hours. So I think I just passed 6k, so very early on. Long way to go. We're going to go up to Winchester Hill, which is about 25k away from me. Turn round, come a slightly different route back, but pretty much the same distance. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to stop about 5 times. Well, not stop, but take on food and gels, and during that time I'll probably just walk. So I'll check in at each point, see how we're doing, but let's do it. 6 hours, 50k, let's go.
Now, for the last 2 years, I have been focusing on training and gaining entry into one of the races at the UTMB festival, a race called the CCC.
A 100 kilometre single stage ultramarathon halfway around the base of Mont Blanc, running through 3 countries, Italy, Switzerland and France, and a total elevation gain of 5,000 metres.
In order to qualify for this race though, I need to run at least one UTMB World Series race. But to increase my chances, I'm going to run 2. Unfortunately though, there is only one UTMB World Series event here in the UK, the Ultra Trail Snowdonia 50 kilometre.
A 55 kilometre single stage ultra which sees you climb Snowdon twice. Total elevation 3,300 metres.
So once I've done that one, I'll also be doing the Cat 100 50 kilometre.
A 48 kilometre single stage ultra in the Austrian Alps, total elevation 3,220 metres.
With these two races in the bag, I can enter a lottery to try and obtain a place on the CCC. Of course, with all the luck I bring to racing, the whole qualification should already have been in the bag, and I should be preparing to race the CCC this year. I was a little bit unlucky.
So yes, why did I spend so much time trying to qualify for the CCC? Well, that was trying to qualify under the old qualification criteria, which was, I believe, to gain 6 points from 2 races. Now, the half marathon de Sable was 3 points, and the Pilgrim Challenge was another 3 points. That was my 6 in the right window, and then the idea is you would still go in, it would still be a lottery, but you'd have the relevant points to qualify to get into the lottery. However, halfway through last year they changed the qualification criteria, so those points were no longer eligible to get into the CCC. Now I had to collect running stones from UTMB majors, which are a set of races around the world that UTMB have selected where you can earn these stones. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, there's only one race in the UK where you can collect these stones, and that's Ultra Trail Snowdonia. And I'm doing the 50k version, obviously, for 2 stones. I didn't think 2 stones would be enough to get selected. The more stones you have, the more entries into the lottery you have. So that's why I'm going to Austria to do the Cat 100 50k to get another 2 stones. So I will have 4 stones in total, which is 4 entries into the lottery. Now, I know of people who have qualified with just 2 stones, so hopefully 4's enough. But if it's not, I believe the window is 2 years, so I could go back to UTS, get another 2, and I'll have 6 for the following year. But all being well, 2024, I should be on the start line of the CCC.
Let's go for a quick training run update before we look into the races I've selected to prepare for this summer.
Okay, so just past the second food stop. This time I had another gel and then some barbecue flavoured nuts. Just gone past 17k in 2 hours. So again, we're really on track for this 50k in 6 hours, which is great. But again, if we don't get it, it's not an issue. Just as long as we're on our feet for 6 hours, that's all that matters. Coming up to a pretty hilly section, so next time I see you, probably be a bit more worn out.
So with 2 massive races coming up in the summer that will have a huge bearing on next year, I have selected 2 races this spring to help prepare. The 100 Hills 50 kilometre.
A 50 kilometre single stage ultra in the Chiltern countryside, which despite its name, I think only has about 12 hills with 1,200 metres of elevation.
And the South Downs Way 50 mile.
A 50 mile single stage ultra on the second half of the South Downs Way National Trail from Worthing to Eastbourne with 1,750 metres of elevation.
After all of that, I should be ready.
last week, I saw what I thought was an innocuous piece of green tape. Little did I know there was some wire running through it, and I electrocuted my nether regions whilst trying to jump over it. Not pleasant at all. Okay, just gone past the fourth food stop, just gone 33 kilometers in just under 4 hours, 3 hours 58. So it's just over 20 miles. So over 2/3 of the way through now, or just about 2/3 of the way through now. Starting to feel a bit tired, but that's fine. Been running 4 hours. Should still come in at the predicted 50k, but honestly, I'm not too fussed. And the weather's not improving at all. It's been foggy the whole time I've been out. It's had a pork and pickle pie. Beautiful. Whew. Right, see you soon.
The whole of 2024 rests on this year's racing, and I will be documenting every race and much more besides. I hope you can join me on the journey too.
Okay, that's 50k done in 5 hours 50, and I think that's my second fastest 50k. So really pleased with that. 10 minutes of running left, so I'm going to sign out for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, oh, I'm tired, please do consider subscribing, make my pain worth it, and like the video as well. But for now, I'm done and dusted for another one, and there'll be one more video coming out to preview the first big race, which is the 100 Hills 50k. So I'll see you then. Thanks very much. Bye bye.